Welcome to this tutorial for Transparent Tennessee's Performance Management Dashboard. This application allows you to view the operational goals and strategic initiatives developed by each of the state's 23 cabinet-level departments to achieve the governor's 5 operational priorities. There's a lot to see and a lot of performance metrics to explore, so let's get started. So in this demo, I'll begin by going through the various components of the dashboard, and then talk about the visuals and the data that's being displayed, and then talk about how to filter on the data and navigate throughout the dashboard. And to begin with, it's important to note that the dashboard is divided into 2 components, the first being the operational goals and the second being the strategic initiatives. And the dashboard's home page is on the operational goals side. Now when we look at that, the various components of operational goals, we see on the left-hand side a performance summary that shows the key performance indicators or KPIs. Now the KPIs are sort of the smaller objectives that allow the operational goals, the larger operational goals, to be accomplished. And when we see the performance summary of the KPIs, we see that across all departments in 2022, there are 191 total operational KPIs. We see their various stages of completion, whether it be in fully completed status, delayed, or data pending. Data pending essentially just means that we're waiting on data from the department for those indicators, those KPIs to populate. And there's also a on schedule status, which we'll see as we go through the data. To the right of the performance summary, we have a description of the dashboard and its purpose. Below that, we have a button to navigate to the strategic initiatives side of the dashboard. More on that in just a bit. We have a search box that enables us to do a keyword search on the KPIs. And then finally, we have the key performance indicators or KPIs listed out in detail here with a description of the KPI on the left-hand side, and then its per performance listed on the right. Now here, for instance, for this high school equivalency pass rate for the Department of Correction, just to kind of go through what's being shown in the pop-up, we see that this KPI started in on-schedule status at the beginning of the year. But during the year, you see that target value there in the pop-up of 75%. Unfortunately, they weren't able to reach that pass rate in 2022 in the performance period, and so that's why this particular KPI ends in a delayed status in 2022. Now, if we wanted to go ahead and filter on this dashboard, we can do that by simply going up here to the upper right-hand portion and selecting a department. I'll go ahead and select agriculture. When we do that, we see that agriculture had a total of 19 operational KPIs in 2022. Another way to filter on the data is to simply click on a status. So if I wanted to see all the KPIs that were delayed for agriculture during that fiscal year, I can select a status, and we see that there are 3 in delayed status for agriculture. I can also select on the completed, and they show all the completed KPIs. If we wanted to see by governor's priority, we can do that. So if we wanted to view all the KPIs associated with transparent and efficient government, just go ahead and select that. We see that across all departments in 2022, 69 total operational KPIs associated with transparent and efficient government. And then finally, if we wanted to just search by keyword, we could do that. So if I wanted to know about all the KPIs associated with fire safety for 2022, just go ahead and type in the word fire. And we see for the fiscal year 2 operational KPIs associated with the keyword fire, their completion status, and it looks like they're both being handled by the Department of Commerce and Insurance. Now we've gone pretty extensively through the KPIs. What if we wanted to see the larger operational goals associated with those KPIs? We can do that. Just go down here to the bottom right-hand corner and click on View Key Operational Goals. And we do that much the same layout. We have operational goals here, which provides a way to filter on the operational goals, which we'll do in just a moment. We have a description of operational goals and how they relate to KPIs. Again, that navigation button that takes us to strategic initiatives, the search box, and the KPIs listed down here below in detail. So if I go ahead and select a department from the filter menu, go up here and select again agriculture, we see agriculture's 4 operational goals for 2022. We see a description within each circle of the goal. There are some occasions where the description doesn't fit within the circle, but if we mouse over it, there is a full description in the pop-up that's given, so you can read the operational goal. Then much like with the KPIs, you have the ability to filter. So if we wanted to see which KPIs were associated with this operational goal to increase efficiency and efficacy in the livestock welfare program, we simply click on that, and the associated KPIs come up down below, and so on with the other operational goals. And the same filter options are in the filter menu that we saw on the KPI portion of this with fiscal year, department, and governor's priority. And so that's a good kind of review of the operational side. And now that we've done that, we can go over to the strategic initiative side, which I'll go ahead and do here. To get there, we just go ahead and click on this navigational button. And that takes us to the strategic initiatives side of the dashboard. Now when we go there, we see immediately that basically the format and the components are identical. On the left here, we have a performance summary. This time it's a performance summary of the milestones. Now milestones are sort of similar to KPIs in that they are smaller objectives that enable departments to meet their larger strategic initiatives. And when we see in 2022, we see a performance summary that across all departments there are 190 total strategic milestones during the performance cycle and their various stages of completion. Again, here we have a description of the dashboard and what it's showing, a navigational button to take us back to the operational goals side, search box to search by keyword, and then the milestones with a description of the milestones on the left-hand side and their per period performance on the right. And much the same as the operational side, we can go ahead and filter. If we want to see all of, again, agriculture's strategic milestones, 36 in 2022, then they're listed down here below. And we can search by keyword, governor's priority, and fiscal year, just as we did on the operational side. Now, if we wanted to go ahead and see the strategic initiatives that are connected to these milestones, it's much the same as it was on the operational side. Go down here to the bottom right-hand corner and click View Strategic Initiatives. Again, we have this kind of directional that points us to the filter menu in the upper right-hand corner, the milestones, the description of strategic initiatives, how they relate to milestones, a navigational bar back to operational goals. And to filter on this, I'll just go ahead and pick, again, let's go with environment and conservation this time. We see environment and conservation's 5 strategic initiatives, and if we click on any one of these, it'll filter the milestones associated with those initiatives down below. So I'll click on this one, and we see that there are 4 connected with this strategic initiative, and different changes as we filter on the rest of the strategic initiatives. and all the other same filter capabilities. So we'll go ahead and close this up. And that's a pretty good review of the dashboard, its components, how to navigate throughout the dashboard. Finally, we have a frequently asked questions section. If you click on this question mark in the upper right hand corner, it takes you to that. In the future, it'll have this video that walks you through the dashboard along with certain specific questions that users might have in that frequently asked questions section. But that's pretty good description and summary of Transparent Tennessee's performance management dashboard. It shows the various operational goals and strategic initiatives from the departmental agencies and walks you through those and basically shows how Tennessee government is making objectives and working toward objectives to make our state government even better. Thanks for watching.